Mass News is your election authority. Early voting in full swing here in Western Mass, and it appears the city of Springfield is already seeing a much better turnout than they did in the primary election. Western Mass News reporter Reagan Lockery joins us live in Springfield this evening after speaking with the city's election commissioner. Reagan, what did they have to say?
Well, Chris, Gladys Lopez is the city clerk here in Springfield, but from today until November 4th, she is also the election commissioner. Now, although Oyola Lopez tells Western Mass News she doesn't like to predict how many voters will hit the polls, she tells me she's been a lot busier than she was during the preliminary election back in September. So far, Oyola Lopez estimates about 1,500 people have already requested mail-in ballots, and a little more than 100 voters a day have participated in early in-person voting. And if you're planning to vote early, Oyola Lopez tells us time is running out. Oyola Lopez says early voting started on Saturday, October 25th, and will last until the 31st. So on Halloween by 4 o'clock, if you haven't cast an early ballot then, you have to show up at the polls on November 4th for Election Day. As for who's on the ballot,
so this year we have city council, so both at large and by ward, as well as school committee at large and by ward. City councils every 2 years, and then school committees every 4 years.
You're welcome. Now, when it comes to those opting to vote by mail, Oyola Lopez tells us if voters are worried their ballot won't get there in time, they can either walk them into Springfield City Hall or they can leave them in the ballot drop box at the back of City Hall, as long as they get there by 8 p.m. on election night. And she has this advice for anyone opting to vote by mail. As for one change this year, those who previously voted at the J.C. Williams Community Center, which was Ward 3 Precinct D and E, now votes over at Brookings School.
So other voters will go to their same polling locations, no changes. If they're sending them by mail, I would say give yourself at least 3 days of mail-in time, if not a little bit more. The earlier the better, because we want to make sure anything that's received after 8 p.m. won't count.
Now remember, if you do want to avoid those busy election day lines, and you have until 4 p.m. on Halloween to cast your ballot. For now, reporting live in Springfield, Reagan Lockery for Western Mass News.